Yeah, we've gone a little bit naughty this week. This is my version of traditional British fish and chips. So you're gonna grab yourself a couple of potatoes. I've just peeled them off and we're just gonna cut these into small fries. I'm not a massive fan of fish and chips from the chip shop. I find that they're over oily. Now I'm gonna be quite controversial here. I don't think there's that many good places in the UK that do fish and chips. If you've got one that's local to you that you can tell me about, let me know, comment down below. But I think this is a far better alternative to the traditional chip shop. Generous helping of salt, really season that water. And then we're gonna go in with some of our potatoes. And you're gonna bring that up to the boil with the chips in there. So you're really looking for a cooking time of about 4 to 5 minutes on those max. So into a bowl, we're gonna start making up our batter mix. Into there, we've got 150 grams of plain flour. I'm using spelt. The season, a little bit of salt. So I'm free pouring about 2 teaspoons of turmeric into there. It's gonna give it that beautiful, vibrant yellow color that you see to the batter. And again, we're gonna go in with half a teaspoon of baking soda. Give that a good mix round. Now that's mixed in, we're just gonna add a couple of tablespoons of that to a pan. I'm gonna use that for putting onto our fish first of all before we actually apply it to the batter. So you grab yourself a beer, whatever you wanna use, but you wanna use something with quite a lot of bubble value, because it's almost like putting the tempura type bubbles into the dish. I'm just gonna use an IPA or bubbly IPA today, and I'm gonna add around 150 milliliter to that mix, and give that a good mix round. Give that a really good stir around until it's really smooth consistency. You don't want any lumps in there at all. You can see it's foaming away now where it's reacting with the baking soda. You've got the lovely gases from the lager itself all fizzing up, and the smell from that, because I've chosen something with like a rice beer hop to it, it gives it a really nice flavour with the turmeric. And we can set that to one side while we get our chips out. Now, a little bit of our kitchen cloth or paper. I'm just going to drain those chips off. You just want them to be really, so they just slide off the knife. So they're all dried off nicely, and they can go straight into your fryer. So they're going to take about 6 to 8 minutes until they've got a light brown colouring to them. We're going to take them back out, we're going to drain it, we're going to put the cod in, and then we're going to get on with our potatoes again. So thrice cooked chips. So we're going to transfer them to a bowl with a little bit of kitchen roll in there. As you can see, they've taken on a little bit of golden colour. You don't want to get too much on there, because that's going to come around with the third fry. You can hear how crispy they are. Right, let's get on with our fish. Got ourselves 2 decent pieces of cod. I've gone for skin off, just because I'm not a massive fan of biting into the batter and getting the skin. We're going to put that into our mixture of flour, all the ends, good helping of the batter, and then into your hot oil. Hold it for a couple of seconds and then lay it away from yourself. Don't throw away the rest of your batter. We're going to use the rest of that in a second. You're going to cook that for around 6 to 7 minutes. We'll cook it most of the way through. Then we're going to layer some of the batter over the top and put it back in. It's actually something which I copied from Hastes. It gives you that extra texture to the fish. It's a really beautiful little idea. So we're going to cook that for around 2 to 3 minutes extra. Now, that would depend, it might be a minute extra, it might be a minute less, depending on what your oil's cooking like. So just really judge this one by the eye, as soon as it starts going that lovely golden brown. So at this point, we can add in our chips, and they're going to go in there for another 2 to 3 minutes. Off with the heat, and you can see how extra crispy that has gone. And then this is what I mean. This is how your chips should look. Look how crunchy they've gone. Lemon, capers, gherkin, and mayo. That is it. The simplest but the most effective tartar sauce you can get. So we've got a bowl for our tartar sauce. Just gonna drizzle that in. And I'll grab some of our chips and our bit of fish. True British style, I'm gonna eat this one with my hands. Just gonna tear that open. I mean, just look at that. How perfect is that? I mean, I know it's not healthy, but sometimes you've just got to have something a little bit naughty. Now, if you do recreate this one, which you've got to, because it is that bloody good, hashtag Haste Kitchen as always. I'll see you next week. Cheers then, bye-bye.